Right now, we are going through very interesting times here inside the United States as companies decide to lay off thousands of employees. If you think that your job and your career, your income is untouchable, you would be mistaken. And right now, many managers, even CEOs, are feeling the pain because their job has gone away. Look at this. It says layoffs are piling up, raising worker anxiety. Here are some companies that have cut jobs recently. I want to give you a little bit of a list of what we are currently seeing and how this is going to spread to every single one of us. I personally am not immune to this. Now, I'm not going to see a position cut, but I will see my income get adjusted as a result of what's going on right now. Look at this. It says exclusive. Amazon targets as many as 30,000 corporate job cuts, according to sources. This is a massive change. Look at this. It says the figure represents a small percentage of Amazon's 1.55 million total employees, but nearly 10% of its roughly 350,000 corporate employees. This would mark Amazon's largest job cut since late 2022, when it started to eliminate around 27,000 positions. Okay, where do we go from here? Well, according to Amazon, they're cutting these positions because AI has allowed them to do so. Artificial intelligence is now allowing us to get the same amount of work done, if not more, yet we do not have to hire somebody to do it. Just this morning, somebody sent me a TikTok video of I believe it's in Las Vegas, where they now have robot masseuse, where you actually don't even have to book an appointment with a human being. It's a robotic masseuse that you can go to, and it will massage your back and do all the things for you. Interesting. Talked about this before, where there's machines you can put your hands into, and it will actually do your nails. Again, that eliminates another position. But look at this. This says around 1,800 jobs expected to be cut from Target HQ on Tuesday. You know what's scary about this? These jobs are being cut before the big surge of our holiday shopping season. We're still in October. Today's October 28th. We don't see the real holiday push till about the middle of November, and really it starts the days right around Thanksgiving. That's when we see the sales, and then it goes all the way into December. What's crazy though is Amazon and Target are both laying off corporate employees. But you know what's even scarier? This. UPS axes 48,000 workers in sweeping cost cut push, sparking the stock to surge. I said this today, that the UPS stock was surging. It jumped because they let go of so many employees. Now they're more profitable. That's what I said. That's exactly what happened. And that's how investors took it as well. I want to read this to you. It says, United Parcel Service has slashed 48,000 jobs this year, one of the largest single-year reductions by a U.S. company since the pandemic, as the package giant scrambled to contain costs and revive its lagging stock price. The Atlanta-based delivery behemoth disclosed the reductions Tuesday while reporting third quarter earnings that beat Wall Street expectations. UPS said 34,000 of the job cuts hit drivers and warehouse operations, while 14,000 targeted management. And if you don't think that you are not affected by this, you are. This is going, but when we reduce the amount of workers that we have, guess what that does? Well, UPS can actually make more profit by getting rid of some of these workers. And if they turn more towards artificial intelligence, they might be able to become more efficient, which would bring your actual shipping costs down, which could in turn bring the cost of all the items that you're buying online, they could become cheaper. The same thing with Amazon. When Amazon moved away from having physical people, or people physically go out there and move products from one bin to another, to a shipping location, what happened, and they started using conveyors, and and robots and machinery, what happened was they became more efficient. They had same day delivery. That was huge. And then on top of that, it kept their prices down. That's what the American people are really at this point are feeling, is that we're able to save some money. But look at this. Because again, as all these things are happening, this is just showing what other companies should be doing. They should be becoming more efficient as well. Look at this one. It says Starbucks is closing more stores and laying off 900 workers. That was a report from a month ago. And I said this, that Starbucks laying off employees should be a wake-up sign to millions and millions of Americans. Because people were spending money that they didn't even have by going to Starbucks. Well, look what the Starbucks baristas are doing. It says Starbucks baristas ready to strike amid layoffs and store closures. Okay, now why are they doing this? Well, they're doing this because they feel like their job is in question. Their job may not be around for another 6 months. Starbucks baristas are now realizing that there's machines that could do a lot of the stuff that they do. The only difference is there's no face-to-face interaction. There's no customer service there. It's just the person, the consumer, ordering from a machine. That machine then lets the robots know and lets the AI know this is what you need to make. This is who it's going to. And that's it. We move forward. Well, this is where things are getting interesting. And this is why I'm bringing stories like this to your attention. Because layoffs are piling up and workers are becoming very anxious. I talked to somebody the other day, somebody I've never met. They said they were extremely concerned and they want to know my honest take. My honest take is AI is going to take over many positions. And I've been saying this for several years, is that we need to stay up to date with the times. If we are not pivoting and adapting to the way things are currently, we will be left behind. And if you are left behind in your field, in your industry, you won't have a job. You will not be getting paid, and your family will suffer. Now, I want to read a little bit of this to you. It says right here, some companies have pointed to rising operational costs spanning from President Donald Trump's barrage of new tariffs and shifts in consumer spending. Others cite corporate restructuring more broadly, or, as seen with big names like Amazon, are redirecting money to investments like artificial intelligence. It says, in such cases, it's not so much AI directly taking jobs, but AI's appetite for cash that might be taking jobs. It says he pointed to a wider trade-off from employment to infrastructure investment seen across companies today. We're not just seeing this in the private sector, we're also seeing this in the federal government as well, where now they are starting to use artificial intelligence. Think about the IRS, for instance. The IRS has seen their workforce just become depleted. They are seeing layoffs left and right. The Trump administration has made it very clear the IRS may be limited on time, but you know what they're doing because they're still collecting taxes? They're using artificial intelligence. That's one of the ways that they're flagging returns. That's one of the ways that they're giving refunds. And this, according to reports, is seen as a great solution moving forward. So, I'm not sure exactly where we go from here, but what I can tell you is if you are not staying up to date with what is going on with artificial intelligence, you will be left behind. And we will see a lot of these jobs, well, they'll go away. So, make sure you protect yourself, but I just wanted to share this with you because right now, Amazon, UPS, Target, all getting rid of employees at this time, right before the holiday shopping season. Well, that's a very scary situation to put ourselves in. So, we'll see what happens, but that's what we know as of today. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.